Imagine proving a transaction is valid, a user is authorized, or a model ran correctly, without revealing any underlying data. That's the power of zero-knowledge proofs. In this module, you'll see how to turn that power into concrete, production-ready trust architectures. For most of computing history, trust meant believing people, organizations, or logs that could be altered. Someone could say, "Trust me, I ran the code," and that was often enough. Verifiable trust reverses this. Instead of trusting actors, we trust cryptographic evidence. Systems expose proofs that anyone can check independently, without revealing underlying secrets or internal data. Zero-knowledge proofs let you convince someone you know a secret, without revealing the secret itself. Think of proving you solved a puzzle without showing the solution. 3 guarantees matter: completeness, honest proofs are accepted; soundness, lies are rejected; and zero knowledge, the verifier learns nothing beyond "this statement is true." To use zero-knowledge proofs in real systems, normal programs are transformed into circuits. Think of your function, like prove x times y equals z, being compiled into a large arithmetic circuit built from additions and multiplications. The private inputs become the witness, which never leaves the prover's side. The prover runs this circuit and compresses the entire correct execution into a short cryptographic proof that others can verify without rerunning the computation. SNARKs and STARKs both deliver zero-knowledge proofs, but with different trade-offs. SNARKs are extremely compact and verify in milliseconds, which is ideal for today's chains. The trade-off is a trusted setup ceremony and reliance on elliptic curve assumptions, which are fragile in a quantum world. STARKs produce larger hash-based proofs, but avoid trusted setup and are believed to be post-quantum secure, better suited for long-term infrastructure. Adopting heavy cryptographic verification means spending more computation to buy stronger guarantees. On the value side, you can hide inputs completely, get math-backed integrity instead of trust the server, and let even a phone verify results cheaply. On the cost side, generating proofs can be orders of magnitude slower, memory-hungry, and demands carefully designed circuits. Robust architectures draw a clear line. They use these strong guarantees exactly where that extra cost is justified. Consider a login flow where the service only needs to know you're over 18 and in a valid jurisdiction. With a verifiable, privacy-preserving credential, you prove just those attributes, cryptographically, without exposing your full name, address, or document number. For the business, this delivers strong compliance with almost zero PII storage, dramatically reducing breach impact, legal exposure, and data governance overhead. Confidential transactions showcase verifiable trust with strong privacy. The actual amounts are encrypted, yet we can still prove the sum of inputs equals the sum of outputs, so no money is created. On top of that, you can attach proofs that funds don't come from sanctioned addresses without exposing who you are. Institutions get auditability and policy compliance while still transacting on public rails. Now shift to AI. Picture a huge language model running in the cloud, completely off-chain. Instead of trusting the provider's word, it generates a succinct proof that this exact unmodified model with this input produced this output. The user or a smart contract verifies that proof in milliseconds. That's verifiable AI, heavy computation off-chain, with trust anchored by cryptographic proofs. Many zero-knowledge systems today rely on elliptic curve assumptions. Shor's algorithm means a sufficiently powerful quantum computer could break those, retroactively undermining proofs and signatures you depend on for long-term integrity. Keeping ZK viable means pivoting to constructions whose hardness is believed to survive quantum attacks, lattice-based schemes and hash-based systems like STARKs. Architecturally, that translates into planning now for proof system upgrades and hybrid support, rather than waiting for quantum headlines. A helpful way to think about all this is as a 4-layer verifiable trust stack. At the bottom, hardware roots of trust and enclaves protect keys and execution from tampering. Above that, an immutable ledger with Merkle trees anchors history and stores proofs. On top, zero-knowledge circuits and provers generate evidence that computations followed the rules. Finally, the application layer exposes a user interface and logs that reference those proofs. The guiding principle across the stack: reveal only what is necessary. and prove everything else cryptographically. Zero-knowledge integration usually follows a simple pattern. Private data stays local, a prover turns that hidden witness, plus your statement into a proof, and only the proof travels to whoever needs assurance. The verifier never sees the underlying data, they just check a yes or no condition. Architecturally, the big design choice is where proving runs. Client-side proving maximizes privacy but is resource-heavy. Server-side proving is easier for users but adds a new trust and concentration point. Zero-knowledge proofs promise verified trust and strong privacy, but production deployments expose a large hidden iceberg. You have to maintain and upgrade circuits, manage prover hardware and infrastructure costs, and support a steep learning curve for developers. Worse, subtle soundness bugs can completely break your guarantees. To keep this manageable, lean on mature frameworks, treat circuits as critical security code, audit them aggressively, and isolate the logic that absolutely must be proved. Zero-knowledge proofs are a strategic tool, not a default choice. Use ZK when you must prove something about highly sensitive data without exposing it, or when you want cheap verification after expensive or complex computation, especially across low-trust, multi-party boundaries. Avoid ZK when a normal signature or MAC gives enough assurance, when you're hitting tight latency budgets, or when the system is already high trust and internal. In a post-AI, post-quantum world, good enough security quietly turns into failure. The real advantage won't be faster models or bigger chains, but systems where privacy and integrity are provable. The core mindset shift is this: don't just trust, verify.